This fool said, didn't I tell you I want some chicken? Give me the keys. I'm going to the store to get some chicken. She said, no, you won't be driving my car. You've been drinking. I said, there it is. That is Tyrone brother. Because he don't got nobody car. And where you live? Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are doing some Dungeness crabs. I have some potatoes back here and corn. For today's drink, I'm just doing a water. Because I didn't have any juice. I didn't have any fruit to make detox water. So girl, we're going with this. I got my bowl back here. So let's go ahead and say grace. Amen. Happy Monday. Yeah, we do have a story time today. So we're going to jump right in. After I get my first bite. Okay. Oh, that's good. Y'all look at this. Hopefully y'all can see everything good. Look at that. Okay. So, the story is from Obsession. Okay, so it was a girl named Tasha. And Tasha was a single parent. She had an 8-year-old son and a 16-year-old daughter. Oh, that's kind of spicy. So, her son, he played soccer. So, of course, the mom, Tasha, would go to the practices, the games, whatever. So, one day she had to practice the soccer practice with her son, and the coach walks up to her. We'll call him Coach D. But he Tyrone brother. Just to give y'all a heads up, okay? We ain't gonna name him Tyrone because he had a job. So girl, Tyrone walks up to so Coach D walks up to Tasha. And he was like, Tasha? And then she was like, D, is that you? So apparently, girl, the tea is they went to school together back in the day. I know I'm looking over here because my viewfinder is over here and I need to look right here. So anyway. Whew, these things are spicy. My husband be making his seafood spicy, y'all. Because my husband made this. So girl, they exchange numbers. Okay? They exchange numbers. They're talking on the phone all the time, texting and everything else. So this went on for a few weeks. You know, son's still playing soccer, but they would just, you know, talk on the phone and stuff like that because she didn't want to have everybody in her business and everybody around her kids. So one day while she was at work, Coach D called her. And he was like, you know, he wanted to spend some time with her. He said, you know, we talk on the phone, we get along great. Now it's time for us to kind of, you know, chill a little bit. So Tasha was like, okay, well, she had just bought a house. And she told Tyrone, well, you can come to the housewarming. I'm having a barbecue and you can come. It'll be next weekend. So Coach D like, all right, bet. So the day came for the barbecue. Coach D came over. Everybody oohing and ahhing over Coach D. He looked all right, girl. He was not nothing to holler about, okay? He was just okay. So, Coach D out there playing soccer with the son, just having a good old time, bonding with the son or whatever. But that was already, you know, they already liked each other because he played for him on the soccer team. So the son comes over to Tasha and says, Mom, can Coach D spend a night? Tasha leaned over to her homegirl and said, if Coach D spend a night, we gonna be in there wrestling. He ain't gonna be out here playing no soccer. I'm just joking. So she called him over there. She was like, I ain't call you over here, you know, to be hanging out with my son. Like, you supposed to be hanging out with me, whatever, whatever. So they go to kicking it, whatever. At the end of the night, they kiss. They make it official. Now that's her boyfriend. Right. So shortly after making it official, he started spending more and more time at her house. He came up with a little nickname for her. He would call her Chocolate. And she thought that was real cute because he just always just talked about how beautiful her chocolate skin was. So that's what his nickname was for her, Chocolate. And girl, I understand, girl, because when them boys be calling you Chocolate, girl, you be like, no, I'm just... So, girl, whew. Girl, I don't know what my husband's trying to do to me with this hot, spicy stuff. My spicy level is not like that. Good. He's trying to kill me. So, girl, a little time at Tasha's house turned into all the time. So she was getting a little confused because she was like, you know, we never go to your house. We always at my house. Like, I don't know if I need to charge you some rent or what, because, I mean, you always here. Tell me you got kicked out. You got kicked out. Tyrone over there, what's going on? Because you always here. And she ain't really like that. Because, you know, when you dating somebody, you need some time to breathe. Like, let it be like a cute little weekend thing. You come to the house. But every day you over there to... No. Eating up my baby snacks and no. Ooh. So the more time they spent together, you know, the honeymoon phase ended quick. So it was around Christmas time. She told him she getting ready to go to a Christmas party that her job was having. So while she getting ready, Coach G walks in. So he like, what's this? So she like, what's what, fool? I'm getting ready to go to a Christmas party. I already told you that. Well, she didn't say it like that, but that's how I would have said it. Fool. You see what this is? I'm getting ready. Like, what you think this is? So he was like, well, why you got to put on all that makeup? So she said, because I want to look nice. And she finished putting on her lashes and she walked out. So she said the entire time that she at the party, this fool texting her, telling her she meeting somebody there, that she having an affair, she cheating with Santa Claus. Just all kind of foolishness. So she decided just to get up and just go home because she just was tired of his nonsense. And it was just too much. So I would have turned my phone off. But he probably would have showed up. So she had already decided that come New Year's, her New Year's resolution was going to be to kick Coach D to the curb, okay? She wasn't dealing with Coach D. She was not bringing him into 2021, okay? But it was like a little tradition that they had every year. She would get with her kids and they would have like a big New Year's party, bring the New Year's in or whatever. So she said she didn't want to kill the vibe. So she decided she gonna have the party. She gonna let Coach D tied behind come over there too. Well, he always there. So she gonna let him, you know, join the party or whatever. And then after that, she'll go ahead and break the news to him that, you know, she don't think this is working out. Okay. The night of the party come, New Year's Eve. She cooking. He walk up to her with a beer in his hand. So he's like, what's this? That's his favorite line. Is you blind? Like, why every time I'm doing something that you don't like, you asking what? You can see what this is. I'm cooking she was cooking some stir fry. She said, I am cooking. This fool said, didn't I tell you I want some chicken? Give me the keys. I'm going to the store to get some chicken. She said, no, you won't be driving my car. You've been drinking. I said, there it is. That is Tyrone's brother. Cause he don't got nobody car. And where you live? Can I see where you lay your head at night? Cause I ain't seen it yet. That's Tyrone's brother. I know it is. So he said, give me the keys. I'm going to get some chicken. She said, no. Not only are you blind, you also deaf. I said, no, you've been drinking. Like, no, you're not getting my keys. Girl, tell me why this fool puts his hand around her neck, pushes her into the cabinet. She hit her head on the little knob and everything. And he said, the next time I tell you to cook some chicken, you cook chicken. And the next time I say, give me the keys, you give me the keys. So she said she was so shocked, like, and she was scared. So she just kind of froze up. She never called the police or nothing like that. So she said, she was thinking in her mind, yeah, I'm kicking this fool out on his ass. So the next morning she woke up, she had bruises all over her neck. And it made her very upset because, you know, she felt like she couldn't do nothing to defend herself. She didn't want to cause a big scene because her son was in the room. So, you know, now it's time to have the conversation. Now she's gonna go over her yearly goal, okay? And you number one on the list to get the heck up out of here. So, girl, so they had a conversation, and she told him, you know, she didn't think that, you know, the relationship was working out, and he went along with it. He wasn't too upset, and he left. So she fine. She getting everything back on track, being her happy self again, cooking her stir fry without nobody, you know, interrupting her. So, girl, one day she gets a call from her daughter. Her daughter was like, he is in the house. He downstairs. I hear him coming in here. He is downstairs. So Tasha said, okay, y'all hide on. I'm leaving work and I'm going to call the police on my way home. So she show up at the house with the police. She gets the kids. They go search the house. This fool is hiding in the closet. Okay. So when they find him, y'all should have saw how that fool was running through that house like that. The reenactment made me laugh so hard. I'm just like, that was so unnecessary. Like, why you gotta push stuff around and all that stuff? So of course they caught his behind. She decides, okay, she's going to stay with her mom because the kids were scared. She was scared. So she going to her mom's house. So Coach D calls her while he in jail. And guess what he said?
Chocolate. Baby, it's me.
Don't call me Chocolate. That is not my name. Especially not while you in the pen. Don't call me that. So, he just telling them he love her and he need to talk to her. So please just talk to him, blah, blah, blah. She like, no, I'm not talking to you. It's over. It's done. Right? She decides to go home. She gets the locks changed. And, you know, she felt a little bit better by getting the locks changed because she wasn't too sure how this food was getting in the house. One night she sleep. She wakes up to somebody stroking her cheek. And it's this fool. He talking about, I love to watch you sleep. I just been standing here watching you sleep. I love to watch you sleep. So she was like, you need to leave the house. You need to leave the house. So he was like, I'm going to leave. But stop getting the locks changed, man. Like, stop getting the locks changed. I'm going to get in. Like, stop getting the locks changed. Stop wasting your money. So, she decides she's going to go ahead and file a restraining order. She said that the reason that she never filed a restraining order before is because it was always like her word against his, and she wasn't sure, you know, if they were going to believe her and things like that. So, she finally got the restraining order. That same day, she goes home. She goes home. She come in the house, and the house is clean. Now, she said before she left, you know, when you getting ready, getting your kids ready, you getting ready for school, you running late, things are just a wreck. So she said, you know, they had stuff thrown around, you know, maybe a couple of boxes and stuff left out from breakfast, you know, stuff like that. The house was clean. She go into her room. On the bed is a rose and a card. So now she just shaking. She just standing up there. She just cannot believe this food and came in her house again. The daughter said, Mom, did you stop by the house before you came to pick us up? So she was like, no, I was at work all day. She said, well, you better come downstairs and look at this. This food done prepared a whole dinner. He got the candles sitting out. Chicken dinner. Okay. The son, he's sitting up trying to eat the food. She talking about, no, don't eat the food. She started throwing the food in the garbage. And she gets a text message. And he said, if you throw some food away that I done cooked up for y'all, I'll kill you. So now he watching her. She don't know where this food at, whatever. So now she can't stay in the house at all. So she would drive around town like all day, all night, just to be away from the house so he can't find her. So he said, you know, she felt safe just driving around and coming home like, you know, late at night because she felt like he got tired of waiting, or maybe he felt like she was, you know, gone to stay with somebody else. So she said it started getting a little expensive to do that because, you know, with gas and stuff like that. So she was like, okay, I'm going home. So her daughter wasn't with her this time. It was just her and her son. Soon as she pulls up to the house, this food is at her doorstep, right? So he starts saying like, listen, Tasha, I just need to talk to you, man. I miss you. I love you. I know I've been acting crazy, but I've been out here in these streets, man. I miss you. I'm ready to come home. All right. So she said that he seemed sober. He was speaking to her like he had, you know, a piece of sense. So she let him in. She sent her son to bed. Now, this time, as soon as they closed the door, he takes a flask out of his pocket and he starts saying, you know you look beautiful, right? And start just throwing it back. So now he about to get crunk cocoa on her. She know what the drinking Coach D looked like. So now this fool about to get crunk and he about to turn up. See, like, I miss you, babe. I miss you, chocolate. Man, dang, why you do me like this? You know, just all that other stupid stuff that these fools be saying. He takes her to the kitchen. Sits her down. It's a whole dinner prepared for her. So the fool must have stopped by the KFC. Y'all know how he feel about his chicken. He had to stop to the KFC. Because when did you have time to cook this meal up in my house? So she's sitting there. She's scared out of her mind. But she like, I'm just going to talk to him. And just, you know, maybe try to get through to him. So Coach D started telling her, I talked to my grandma. My grandma told me that you were going to be the one. Now, his grandma been dead for years. My grandma told me that you was going to be the one, and you the one broke us up. She said, he said, so I asked my grandma, what I need to do to get her back, Grandma? Grandma said, just be nice to her. So he walking around, like around her while he's saying this to her. So he pulls her hair to the side like this. I know I look real cute like that. So girl, he pulls her hair to the side like this, away from her neck, and start kissing her on her neck. So he like, come on, I got a surprise for you. So he cover up her eyes. He take her into the bathroom. This fool done draw the whole bath for her. He got candles and roses. Like they in a whole relationship. So he tell her, he get behind her. He said, take off your clothes. She said, you need to leave. He said, take off your clothes. She takes off her clothes. She get in the tub. And he just let her soak in the tub. He's sitting on the toilet just watching her bathe and stuff. She get out the shower or out the tub. And she tell him, you need to leave. He slaps her in the face. Took her to the room and did what he came to do. When she woke up the next morning, he was gone. So she called the police and she told them, you can't come back here because the police are looking for you. So, oh, he mad now. So he disappeared for maybe a week. But when he showed back up, he showed up at her son's school. So the little boy, you know, walking to his bus, he called the little boy over to the car and tell the little boy, your mama sent me here to pick you up. So he was like, no, I got to go to soccer practice. He was like, yeah, your mom sent me to take you to soccer practice. So the little boy took off running. So the way that the little boy's school is, you can't get back there unless you get buzzed in. So that's the same way my son's school is. So he's telling the people, yeah, I'm Elijah's stepdaddy, and I'm here to pick him up. So they're like, well, we don't see anything for a stepdad supposed to pick him up. So we're going to have to call his mom. They called the mom. Tasha said, don't let my son leave that school. I'm on my way up there. They ended up arresting him. He went to jail. They was able to gather up a lot of information from her. And he was going back and forth to trial. She would show up at every trial, testify against him. This, that, and the third. They gave him 38 years in jail. Okay, guys, so I hope you're done eating if you're eating with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at I am Sharika B, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.